Hey there, my name is ComCreatures and I am developing a monster collecting game. People only following on YouTube might be a little overwhelmed of the sudden change of game style compared to what the game used to look like. That's due to me giving the game major change up some weeks ago. I want to use this short video to give a little status update and inform everyone following this project. First off, this project is not abandoned, nor is it stopped. It's very much active, but I'm currently working full-time on my graduation project as well as having my finals coming up incredibly soon, less than a month. I'm also infected with corona, so you can imagine I'm kind of out of the loop right now and I do not have a lot of free time. So yeah, I can only work on the project in my free time, so that's that. Now let's go over why I changed so much. The feedback I received was incredibly helpful and made me realize that the combat system, as it was not enough. I wanted to make something better and more novel. I came up with this little jump and punch combat system where every ComCreature will have passive effects that grant different kind of boni to spice up the combat a little bit more. Now, as you can see in the background, I've come pretty far and I have done a lot. Despite basically remaking the whole game and its combat system. But I kind of ripped it all apart again. Now, why is that? The game was initially made with GameMaker 2. I started back with GameMaker 1.4 and have used it since. But over the time, a lot of pain points came up that made developing games incredibly tiring, especially when you're working with user interface. You come fast to realize that GameMaker isn't really good at flexibly designing UI. So I decided to build ComCreatures from the ground up using Godot to make life just that little bit easier. And we can see me using Godot here in the background. I am currently working on the UI to start off the project. The goal for the UI is to replicate or rather imitate the style of Windows 98. ComCreatures is supposed to have a retro style going and I think it perfectly fits into the theme and time frame. I had these pixel art assets that I made that look like Windows controls and now it's time to implement them in Godot. And Godot makes that rather easy. First I wrote a small 5-line code shader that replaces the color of the panel header to any color I choose. And then I set it to that typical Windows 98 blue. Using a shader here allows me to easily switch the colors later on if I ever change my mind. I opt in to create an audio control, so I create a slider and change up the styling. Then I add a button and here also change up the styling. And now it's mostly done already. This task would have taken me several hours or a day with GameMaker and I wouldn't even be half as flexible with it. I'm really excited to using Godot for this project. And if by chance you watching use GameMaker and are capable of doing great UI, let's talk about it. I would love to know more. If you're using Godot and know some tricks that I can learn from, feel free to tell me. I'm all ears in either the comments or my Discord down in the description. Cheers!